How excited were you to get back into today, Erin, and did the weather do anything to dampen your spirits?
No, there was no dampening of the spirits today. The girls were very, very excited to be back and, having what feels like a pretty long off season now with that break. It was really good to see everybody, meet the new faces, and the girls were buzzing.
I feel like the last few weeks we've been down here, there's been a lot of girls out there doing their own stuff. Who drives that, and how important is it that you have that as well?
Yeah, we get a off-season program. The girls have been very, very good with sticking to that. Obviously, a lot of them went back and played in the Sandfield W League, which was awesome. Got some more games in their off-season. So, it's you take ownership. This is an elite environment. You've got to come into pre-season fit and ready to go. Otherwise, it's a really hard climb to catch back up when girls have been working in the off-season. So, really proud of them. They've come back in really good nick, and I know there's a lot of PBs today, which we're really proud of.
There are a lot of new faces, as you said, out there. You've got Cuthbertson and Ash Saint now. What are they going to bring to the side this year?
Yeah, a lot of experience. Obviously, Ash I've played with before and connect with her really well, and I know how dangerous she is up forward, and it's just going to add another layer in our forward line, obviously with Gemma Houghton up there, and it's going to be exciting, those two working together as well. So hopefully she can kick a bag for us as well.
How is Gemma feeling this season? She obviously missed a fair bit last year. Should be ready to go soon?
Yeah, she is. Another one who's really, really keen to have a big off-season and pre-season. And I know she was really, really disappointed to miss quite a bit of footy last year, but her attitude's been excellent coming into pre-season, and I know she's going to be really ready to have a big one.
Personally, Erin, what's motivating you and entering a new season, going around again, but what's driving you the campaign ahead?
The love of footy, the love of this football club drives me. I love being here. I've had a really amazing off-season, just being able to be a part of the men's program and learning so much that now that we've finally started training, I feel like all the things that I've been watching the men's team do, I've added into my own game and sharing it with the rest of the group. But I've absolutely loved my time here, and I can't wait for the first game. But long way to go before that.
What improvement are you expecting from the team this year? I mean, the outcome of goal, I guess, after an inaugural season last year.
Yeah, well, obviously, no doubt, fitness was a big one, and that just comes with time and repetition. And I know off season, girls have been doing a lot of work into that space, getting stronger. Experience is something you can't teach. That's just with time, and that's what this team is all about, is growing and getting better and making improvements. And so this is day one and the first step of becoming a better football team. And so far this first season, the attitude's there, so we've just got to keep it up for the whole time.
You've got a start date. You finally got a start date for Lee. I mean, you don't have a CBA yet. What's it like, I guess, kind of preparing for a season with that kind of uncertainty at the moment?
Yeah, look, obviously we'd like a schedule, but we can only control what we can control, and so we've just got to focus on our training. That'll hopefully get done sooner than later, and we can look forward to a schedule. But in the meantime, we've got a lot of training to do. We've got a lot of work to do before the first game anyway, so you can only really focus on what you can control.
It kind of seems to be the way with the AFLW. There's a lot of there's been just uncertainty around start dates, so that kind of thing. And the last couple of years, it's annoying. I mean, really knows, like, when you're trying to prepare for a season and you can't still have this uncertainty.
Well, look, obviously it's not ideal, but it's not something we're thinking about. We definitely, we know roughly about when the season most likely will start, and that will probably be, from what I hear, is that bye weekend in late August, September. And that's kind of all we're really focusing on at the moment. We've got a big pre-season. We've got 12 weeks at the moment to get as good as we can in that time and get ready to play our first game. So, control the things that you can control, and we're certainly doing that.
It was the end of last year on your playing contract and getting that coaching experience as well. Do you think this could be your last season, or are you approaching that you think about it later?
Good question. No one's actually asked me that before. Like, it's been my last season probably for the last 5 years. I'm really honestly not thinking about that at the moment. I'm really enjoying having the first off season where I actually haven't had a scope or a surgery or any kind of setback. So I'm just looking at this season, you know, with just excitement, and then we'll see what happens after the year. But I certainly haven't made any decision yet.
You touched on that experience with the men's program. How much do you feel those leadership qualities as a player, firstly, developing and then going into when you eventually decide to become a coach?
Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do past being a player. That's something, you know, I haven't figured out yet, but it's not something I'm thinking about just yet either. I had absolutely loved the experience that I've been given in the men's program, and that's, you know, just from skill execution, from, you know, a whole holistic outlook on running a football program, even how the boys turn up and get ready for trainings and games. It's so invaluable of what I've been exposed to at this club. I'm very lucky. You know, this is a very, you know, it's a very passionate club, and, you know, it's been really successful. I've been, you know, we've got eight in a row on the trot, so it's a really good vibe to be around as well.
How much of that surgery had you back at the start of class? Do you see?
Yeah, it was the surgery in itself was okay. It was delayed because I ended up getting COVID, and my surgery, I wasn't allowed in hospital for a month. So I was ready to go, but I wasn't allowed in. So it just delayed things. And so I was always kind of playing catch up. I started, you know, feeling better probably to the mid-end of the season, which is unfortunate, but it gave me a lot of confidence that I knew my body was still right to keep playing. And yeah, I feel really good this season. You know, probably the biggest off-season running I've ever done in my career. So, you know, we'll see how that goes.
How exciting is that at 38 years of age?
Yeah, look, honestly, I even though I am 38, I feel young-ish. I have days where I do feel 38, but I just feel I don't come into this team feeling 38. I come in just feeling excited and grateful that every year that I get to play footy, I'm very lucky, because this is, you know, to me, it's the greatest game, and I never thought I'd be in this position. You know, this is year 8, so yeah, it's just incredible that I'm here.
What if you, I was going to say, you work in the media involved, and it would have been hard to escape the commentary last season about not kicking a goal. Did that impact you at all? Did that weigh you down at any?
Well, I kicked 6 points, which technically is a goal, right? Hopefully this one this year, but it's not my focus. You know, my biggest focus is making this team as good as it can be. And if that means I got to kick, you know, goals, then I'll try. If it's, you know, in another role, I'll do that as well as I can. But we certainly got more players than just me to kick goals, and yeah. But if I do get one in this club, it'd be a great celebration for sure.
What would it mean for an SAFLW player to be paid 12 months of the year rather than 9 if you get that in the senior?
Yeah, look, that's I think that's a long-term focus and goal. I think right now the aim is just to really get the start date, get a fixture for this year, figure out then maybe a plan moving forward. But again, that's looking long-term. I know the players, that is the goal eventually, to become full-time athletes. When that will happen, I'm not sure, but certainly the girls are really just focused on now and trying to, you know, be the best players that they can be, and you know, put a product on the field that's exciting, and, you know, we want to be as successful as we can be, and that just comes with time.
Just big picture too, Erin. I mean, the competition, you're expecting it to develop again, the skills and fitness bases after last year's introduction of the new sides. You think that trajectory will just continue to grow, I guess?
Yeah, definitely. And that's just time and experience, you know, especially the new players that have come in who are, you know, playing the first time against experienced players, bigger bodies, you know, players with bigger engines. So yeah, this off season was really important for us, and there was a lot of trust in the players to go out and work really hard in that off season, and come in pretty good shape for this pre-season. Which, looking around, you know, we're really happy with how everyone's going.
But some other players, some other players who announced that they're not non-binary. Are you proud of how the league's, I guess, welcomed everyone in and been so inclusive? And to, I guess, foster this? Yeah,
look, I think the whole AFL is such an inclusive environment. It's a game for everybody. Game where everyone can feel welcome and be who they want to be. I certainly feel, you know, included in the AFL. I know, you know, all the girls are behind everybody that wants to be a part of this game, whether as a player, supporter, staff, and that's why we love this game so much.